Afternoon guys, Gaz here from the Celtic FC appreciation page. If you haven't already done it, get on the socials, search Celtic FC appreciation page. We are all over the socials. We have a podcast. Get on to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, wherever you get your podcasts. Get online, subscribe, like our YouTube channel, everything. Doesn't cost you anything. It only takes 2 seconds. So thanks for that and thanks for your support so far. Busy day at Celtic. League fixtures released this morning. Joe Hart has been given a number 1 jersey. He's taken a number off of Vasilius Barkas. So that kind of signals that he's not coming back. No great loss in my opinion. Vinicius Souza, the player from Lommel in Belgium, he's got reservations about joining Celtic, but the City group are keen for him to join on loan. We'll see what happens with that. So as I say, let's get talking first and foremost about the league fixtures. Came out today, 9 o'clock. I'm just looking at some of them. We kick off our defence of our title at home to Aberdeen. 24 hours after Rangers. Rangers are obviously at home away at Livingston, on a Saturday. We play Aberdeen at Celtic Park on Sunday, the 31st of July, 4:30pm kickoff. Ridiculous time for a kickoff. Not sure why that's been agreed, but, listen, we take it, we move on. Some of the big fixtures, September, I think it's September 3rd, at home to Rangers. Massive game. Obviously, try and get the initiative on them for going into October kind of thing. You've got dodgy games obviously against Livingston and Hibs and Hearts and things like that in October. Obviously, we play Rangers again at Ibrox in January the 3rd. Remember guys, the winter shutdown is happening, obviously the World Cup in Qatar, so it does throw up some fixtures, meaning some strange fixtures, meaning we are going to be playing on Christmas Eve. Fortunately, we're at home to St Johnstone, so that's going to be a wee bit strange playing in Christmas Eve, but it also means that there's no Boxing Day fixtures as well, so that'll be pleasing for some fans kind of thing. Obviously play Rangers on the 2nd, as I say, 2nd of January at Ibrox, before facing them at Celtic Park again on the 8th of April. So some, obviously, fixture list day is always a big day in the calendar for any football fan. You look for those big games against Rangers, against Hearts and against Aberdeen and things like that. So some massive fixtures to come in and some tasty friendlies as well against English opposition. Let's talk about Joe Hart now. Joe Hart, what a signing. What an absolute signing. A snip at £1 million. You couldn't buy anybody at £1 million nowadays, for somebody that's won the Premier League, that's got so many England caps, been to World Cups and things like that, European Championships. Phenomenal player. Probably should have got more recognition last year than he did. But yeah, absolutely best goalkeeper in Scottish football. Kind of barring Craig Gordon. Craig Gordon's doing it for club and country at the moment. But yeah, he's going to take the number 1 jersey next season. Vasilius Barkas is going to FC Utrecht in Holland, so that is a loan move. I'm thinking that's going to be turned into some sort of permanent move. That the fact that Joe Hart's now been given the number 1 jersey, it shows that he's obviously trusted to be the number 1 for next season. Another keeper that's on his way into Celtic, Benjamin Siegrist of Dundee United, on a free transfer. The deal's all but done. Celtic should get this over the line in the next 24-48 hours. It's going to be a fantastic buy. 30 years old. One of the top keepers in Scottish football last year. We specifically found it very difficult, I think, against them, trying to beat him. I remember the Dundee United game especially at Celtic Park. Not just the draw, obviously the 1-each draw, but also the 1-0 win when Leila Bada scored in the 90th minute. So he's obviously going to be a great asset if we can get him in over the line. What else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Vinicius Souza. so much has been made about this deal. There's also the boy from Lannis as well, Souza and Bernabei. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, so, you know, two players Ange Postecoglou is very keen on. I think he knows, I think I'm right in saying he knows Souza well. So, from the past. So, listen, yeah, absolutely. The only thing that worries me about Souza is the fact that, you know, Brazilian players don't tend to have a great track record in Scottish football, but also I think the fact that supposedly he has reservations about joining Celtic and coming to Glasgow. Ajax are reportedly keen now, as well as a host of other clubs. I think that worries me, that if he has got reservations about coming to Celtic, because I don't want any player that doesn't want to be here. You know, I want players that want to play for the club and play for the badge and play for the fans, most importantly. So, yeah, listen, hopefully we'll get they two in and see what they're all about. Obviously, you know, Vinicius Souza, a midfielder, Bernabei's a left back. It'll be cover for Greg Taylor, or possibly, you know, he'll take Greg Taylor's spot. So, and we'll just touch finally, just before I go, in Calvin Ramsey, obviously, you know, sealed his move to Liverpool, an amazing deal for Aberdeen. I think it was somewhere in the region of 6 to 8 million. Unbelievable money for a club like Aberdeen, you know. But Liverpool supposedly, reportedly, are looking to loan Ramsey out. Celtic are interested. They always were interested. So that could be a possibility, one to keep our eyes on. I need to keep my ears to the ground on that one. And if he does come in, obviously, you know, what happens to Tony Ralston? Does he take Ralston's spot? Does Ralston come in as a bit part player? Who knows, guys? But listen, yeah, agree or disagree with any comments or points, you know, get them in the comments below. You know, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's massive that we get the numbers up on the YouTube. And as I say, guys, we'll be back over the weekend with another update. Hail, hail.